Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from somewhere in the middle of the state of Florida on our way to Sarasota. And I just had to report. Tammy's reading me all the comments as we're driving. It makes for great entertainment, and we always enjoy them. And I know I'm wearing you guys out on the Tundra. I'm sorry about that. And but I had to say something about the Tundra. It says I'm getting 17.6 miles per gallon. I was doing 65. I'm doing 63 now on the 70. It's a 2-lane highway, and I couldn't be happier. So, I don't know what I'll get with the camper towing, but we're not planning on driving more than 60 or 65 miles an hour with a single axle camper anyway. And we'll just leave a little earlier in the morning to get our 300 or 400 miles a day in, which is all I plan on driving. But 17.6 miles per gallon I'm getting. I couldn't be happier. I got about 3 more miles per gallon, a couple more miles per gallon in the 4Runner. Speaking of the 4Runner, I read a few comments where people miss it. You don't think I miss it? And one person commented about the 34 coats of wax that I had on it, that somebody probably that buys it won't ever have to wax it again. But I would like to ask if there's any input. It's just a game. When I bought the 4Runner and I took it to Moab, Utah, right after buying it, it's that video I told you guys to watch, 4Runner Conquers Hell's Revenge. And it was crazy what I did. Luckily, I got out of there alive without damaging anything. While I was driving, I was making a lot of videos like I do now, and I had plenty of 4Runner followers. We are a cult, and I don't know about Tundras being so much. People love them, but the 4Runner is a crowd of its own. I hope I don't lose anybody from selling it, or that's no longer interested. But this is going to do a good job for the towing. But what I'm trying to say is, when I bought the 4Runner and I went to Utah twice within a month, I think it was, I fell in love with it, and I became a cult member. And I said, what can I name her? We always have names for our vehicles. And there was a subscriber, Mr. Pegs. I think he was in the UK, actually. And he came up with the Red Roadrunner. And that stuck with me. So she was the Roadrunner, and I have no idea what to call the Tundra, but it's a 2021 Tundra Limited, and it has well, that's it. It's a Tundra Limited. Oh, it's magnetic gray metallic. So something with the name and the color. Tammy says we can't ever find it when we come out of the stores now. It's so conservative. It's so just blends in. You can walk out of Walmart or anywhere and just kind of glance the parking lot. She called that rack I had on the roof as a bear cage. She never did care for it much, but I liked it. I thought it gave it that off-road look. And of course, that Barcelona red, you couldn't miss it. And it stood up kind of high. And I have to look for this one, and I forget which one I have now. So if you got any names for my Tundra in magnetic gray metallic, go ahead and hit me in the comments. And I'm going to ask another favor. I don't do it very often, and I have a lot of subscribers. I'm really bad about putting the links to my Amazon link in the description. But in the description box, I'm going to do it later when I get to the room. I'm going to add a link to something, in Amazon that you don't have to buy, but you can go from there. If you're an Amazon shopper, I buy a few things, but some people buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. If you use my link, it will help me. I do get a commission as an Amazon affiliate, and it doesn't cost you a single penny. It's just something that Amazon does for YouTubers that are affiliates, to sell their products. So I would ask you that favor if you feel like it. Don't worry about it. But a lot of you have since I asked, because my Amazon deposit that I got in my account last month was like twice as much. It's not a lot, but you really did, and I so appreciate all of you that did that. It can only come from people that have used my link that did that. So thank you very much. The other thing that I'm going to ask, and you've even told me in the comments, I really don't need to, but maybe there's viewers and subscribers that I have now that just, aren't aware of how much it does help videos and promoting the channel and the algorithm to get the videos out, especially when we're sharing information that could benefit somebody, regarding anything, whether it be Social Security or how you can save money by getting your propane tank filled at U-Haul. People pick up on all these things that I'm going to say it. People pick up on all these little things. I mean, you're great listeners. You really are. And when you comment that you appreciate that tip, that's great. We all can learn from one another. So I'm going to ask you this. For those that don't know, would you be so kind, if you can think of it, to give a thumbs up? Give the videos a thumbs up. Wait till the video's over if you want, to make sure that it was worthy of it. And if you feel like doing that, I appreciate that very much. So 17.7 miles per gallon. We're going to arrive in an hour and 10 minutes. And that's going to be at 12:25. And of course, Tammy's going to have to stop 3 more times. And she needs to stop now. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, but it's beautiful. This is a Cadillac. Well, I've already started talking about my Tundra. I'll get it in. She is a Cadillac. I can't wait to hear of any cool nicknames that somebody can come up with. You guys are so creative. The tidbits in the comments that we read today regarding the spatula, everything, we read them all. They're all noted. They're going to be taken care of. We're going to do it. And what else was there? Anything?
No, taking Advil.
Tammy's taking Advil. She has the hardest time taking pills. She has to place them way back. I can take a handful. I used to buy those vitamin packs, with like 10 in there. I just throw in my mouth, some water. I can put them right down. She has the most difficult time taking any kind of little pill. Oh, somebody else said something about Tammy's hair up in a bun the other day, how cute she looked. I just got off the phone with my my landlord up in New York. They won't be back till November. And she mentioned that too. And Tammy said she read some other comments. Thank you very much for your compliments on Tammy's hair either way. She is cute. And I got to tell you, kudos to her again for hitting that camera when I was talking to Freddie and Renee. I really appreciate that, because we got a little more extra minute or two there before I thought of videoing them and asking them to be a cameo in the video. But we're very excited. We're going to go to a King Suite. Thanks to my subscriber, Jonathan. I look forward to meeting him today. And we have some other places that we're going to go when we take off with the camper that others have invited us to go and stay. And we're going to do all that. We're going to do it all we can, because life is to live, not to endure. Crush it!